Goosebumps was one of the highlights of my childhood. I must have read nearly every book and watched a great deal of the episodes. The best thing was why the stories were scary. Most of the stories had monsters, ghosts, and demons. But I love the ones that really fucked with your brain, like Shocker on Shock Street. Goosebumps was my favorite series of books, even if they kept me up during the night. Last week I was clearing out my spare bedroom. It was packed full of boxes, books, and old clothes, which was strange seeing as I've only been living in my house 3 months now. I found an old Tupperware box with the word Goosebumps written across it. All my old Goosebumps books were in it. A wave of nostalgia washed over me. I was near tears as I looked at the covers that had scared me shitless as a kid. A lot of the pages were dog-eared, and I found 2 bookmarks and 6 business cards. At the bottom of the box was a VHS tape with Goosebumps Hide and Seek written in blue marker on it. I honestly can't remember owning any of the episodes from the TV show, so it was odd that it was there. I didn't think too much of it at the time and decided it would bring back a few memories if I watched it. It took a while to find my video player through all the clutter, but after about 20 minutes I found it. It started off with R.L. Stine emerging from under a chair. He started talking about the game Hide and Seek. Isn't it great when you find such a good hiding spot that they can't find you till the very end? He said, sitting on the chair. But sometimes the best hiding spots can be the worst, he continued. Then the episode began. 3 girls were sitting in a circle. One of them was telling a scary story. "Stop it, Amy, you're scaring me," shouted one of the girls. "Grow up, Rachel, it's not real," mocked Amy. "Maybe we should do something else, Amy," said another girl. "It's a sleepover, Emily. That's what you do. Tell scary stories. But seeing as you're too much of a scaredy cat, we'll do something else," said Amy. "Let's play hide and seek," exclaimed Rachel. "Alright, not it," shouted Emily. "Not it," shouted Rachel. "Okay, I'll count to 60, said Amy. 1, 2, 3. Emily ran down the hall and hid in the cupboard. After waiting for a while, she checked her watch and called out, "Guys, have you given up yet?" She opened the doors and looked out. She was in a dark room. There was a small dude with a fucked up blurry face standing in front of her.
"Welcome,"
he said in a deep voice. "Who are you?" asked Emily in a panicky voice. "Wait till my parents home, they'll find me." The man chuckled.
"You humans humor me. Your parents hate you. You hate your parents."
"No, I don't. I love them and they love me," cried Emily.
Love is just a chemical reaction made up to make us feel like living is worth something. We all hate each other. Feelings are made up to comfort us.
Emily crawled back into the cupboard crying. You could hear her banging on the back of the door. The man looked at the camera.
Your parents hate you too. Love is fake. You hate all of your so-called friends. No one cares about you. You don't care about anyone. There's no point in living. We just pretend that there is. You might as well just end it now. It's not as painful as you think.
It cut to Emily inside the cupboard. She opened the doors again. The man was still there. He was about to say something, but I stopped it before he did. I sat there for half an hour staring at the static. I went and had a shower. Probably drove the neighbors crazy, seeing as it was midnight, but I didn't give a shit. I tried distracting myself by reading, but I couldn't make sense of the words. All I could hear were his words. "Nobody cares about me. I care about no one," I said to myself over and over. I tried going online. I browsed around some boards on 4chan, tried reading a few fanfics, but I couldn't get those words out of my head. I went on Facebook. All of these quote-unquote friends messaging me, inviting me to parties, posting pictures of me. They don't care about me. Feelings are made up to comfort us. Love is only a chemical reaction. I might as well just end it now. Okay, it's review time. Okay, I just need a minute to process what the fuck I've been reading for this whole time, because, like, honestly, I don't even know why. Like, this is supposed to be a Goosebumps episode, yet they're literally introducing kids to the concept of suicide, which is just wrong on so many levels, considering the fact that, well, The thing I can't understand is why on earth would you attempt to get a kid to commit suicide? It's a young kid. Like, do you have any idea how fucked up this is? Like, I read this whole pasta, and then down in the comments, an anonymous user commented, and I quote, "Let Jesus into your heart." And yes, that comment says it best. It really does. Because, like, I would just like to point out the fucked up implications and the fucked up repercussions of all this, because, like, why I seriously don't understand why the fuck you would ever try to get someone to commit suicide against their will. Like, if anything, that just makes you a fucked up human being. Like mankind ill such as you shouldn't even be allowed to breathe if you're just going to introduce children to the concept of suicide. This shit really needs to fucking stop. Like, this is why I don't like creepypastas that try to introduce children to the concept of suicide, to which this story is a primary example of. Fuck this story. I had a fun time doing a collab with Shadowblazer on this story, but I am absolutely fucking outraged at what I have just read. So far, I'm going to give this story a solid 1 out of 10. Hell, maybe a 2 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a good score because the fact that you're literally trying to get a young kid to commit suicide is wrong on so many levels. Fuck you for thinking about, for even letting that come across your mind. I want to know what ungodly force compelled the author of this story to think that adding that in was a good idea, because let me tell you something, it really fucking wasn't. Jesus Christ. Anyway, that was the 11th episode of Diamond Reads, and I hope you guys enjoyed this story as much as, well, I really didn't enjoy this story. It was fucking horrible. But I really hope you guys enjoy the episode. So, yeah. Special thanks to Shadowblazer for agreeing to be a part of this episode for Diamond Reads. And that is it for this episode. Like this video and subscribe and turn on notifications because I post new content almost every single day. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, stay blessed, and of course, stay sexy. Peace.